Hey everyone, it is Vlogmas day 11. I am absolutely exhausted. I went to bed last night at 3 a.m. Content creating is pretty tough. It's a rough journey, but absolutely worth it. I am exhausted and this is my exhaustion phase. But let's get to it. Today, as I clean and prepare my lash space, I've been reflecting on something important. Using the gifts God has given us and trusting His timing in everything we do. It's been on my heart a lot lately, and I want to share some thoughts with you. This lash space is part of my journey. Lately, I've been wondering if I should continue with lashing or focus more on makeup, which has always been my passion. Just as I was considering stepping away, 2 clients reached out to me in the same week. Literally unheard of because I did not advertise. I didn't do anything for this. But moments like these remind me to pause and seek God's direction. One thing I've learned is to pray about every decision, big or small. I mean, I've even prayed for parking space. I am not even kidding about that. Whether it's starting a new project, taking on a client, or even creating content like this, I want God's blessing and guidance. I believe that when we move in alignment with His plans, amazing things can happen, sometimes in ways we don't even expect, like a parking spot. If you're feeling unsure about your next steps, I encourage you to take it to God in prayer. Trust that He's given you gifts for a reason. Whether it's cooking, crafting, organizing, or offering services like lashing or makeup, your talents can be a blessing to others and to yourself. So I want you to start thinking about what those talents, what those skills are, because you can be putting them to use. There is no reason why you shouldn't be able to make money off of something that you already have a passion about or you're already good at. I want to start taking the next few sessions or the sessions, like you're going to sit with me in a chair. I want to take the next few videos to start elaborating a little bit more on how you can utilize your talents and turn it into profit. But I will start by saying this right now. Before you do, I want you to sit and pray about it. And I think that I also want to do another video on how to pray, because I feel like a lot of people are intimidated by prayer when it's simply talking to God, just as you were talking to your friends, just as I'm talking to you right now. This is how I talk to God. It's just an intimate relationship and seeking His guidance, seeking His presence. That's all it is. It is you basically bearing your heart out to Him and thanking Him above all things. Before even asking, I would say start with gratitude and thanking Him for all the things that you do have, and then start expanding onto the things that you need clarity on. Just truly asking Him things that you really want to know. I feel like that's just a good start. But I really want you to take a piece of paper after, you start praying on the direction that you want God to take in your life. I want you to take a piece of paper and write down the things that you feel that you are good at. And it could be silly. Like, I don't care what it is. Just write it down. Write it down and just put it on the side and pray over it. And start thinking like, what is it that I can do with these talents? Are you a person who is good with social media? Are you a person who can cook? Are you a person who can organize? Like all of these things, like I'm just putting certain things out there. We are going to definitely unpack a lot of other things, but what are you good at? Are you a visual person? Are you a design person? Like, can you design things on the computer? Are you an artistic person? What talents do you have? Because there's no way that God has put you on this God-given earth without talent. And I've always said that if you don't use the talent that God has given you, then you're technically sinning against God, because He gave you those talents so that you can be a blessing to yourself and others. So I'm going to share something that not a lot of people know about me. And it's that I actually sing in church. I lead the group for the singers at church. And not a lot of people know that. But I do it for the Lord. And when someone says, oh, you have a nice voice, to me, it's like, I don't really have a nice voice, but I do it for the Lord and I do it to the best of my ability. And so there was one of our youth, females, she has such a beautiful voice. And I was trying to encourage her to sing or sing with me, at some point. And she was just like, oh, I retired. Mind you, this girl is like early 20s, like so young. She was like, no, I retired from that. And I was just like, do you know that you are basically like, it's a sin to waste your talent because God gave you that ability to sing. Not everyone can sing. I'm sorry. Like, not everyone can sing. So for you to even be able to carry a note, and I'm not talking, listen, I am no like great singer, but for you to be able to carry a note, to carry a tune, that is a talent. And there are just people who have all these little hidden talents that they just don't even bring to life, that they don't utilize, and you're just wasting it away. Now, that was just something else. Like, no, I'm not making money off of singing at church. But what I'm saying, my point was that if I have the talent to do that better than someone else, then how can I not use what God gave me, right? So if you can do something a little bit better than someone else, why can't you use that to make something better for yourself, make a situation better for yourself in terms of profit or money? Is my analogy all over the place? But you get me, right? Like, you understand what I'm trying to say. Like, there's always something that you do better than someone else. So I want you to take a minute to sit with that. I want you to really think what that could be for you. And if you already know it, that's wonderful. And if you know it, then guess what you're going to do for me? You're going to put it in the comment section. And when you do, I want to try to take some time to read your comments to see how I can probably figure out what would be a profitable business for you. So if you can do me that favor, drop in the comments what your talents are. And also let me know, have you made money off of your talent before or your skill? Or do you wish to make money off of your talent or skill? Because I want to talk about it. I want to research it. I want to be able to see what's out there for you. So I want to thank you for spending this moment with me during Vlogmas Day 11. I hope that this message encourages you to reflect on your own gifts and trust God's plan for your life. And speaking of gifts and talents, in tomorrow's video, I'll be sharing practical ways to turn your skills into side hustles that can bring in extra money during the holiday season. So you won't want to miss it. If today's message resonated with you, let me know in the comments. Let's support and inspire one another this holiday season. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for Vlogmas content. All right, guys, I will see you tomorrow. And yes, the sooner you plug in the comments your talents and skills, that can be part of my video for tomorrow. All right, guys, have a very blessed one.